Hello, my name is Galiotto, and my Capstone project is focused on identifying trends in Dungeness crab larval abundance across Puget Sound. Dungeness crabs are critically important to ecosystems and fisheries in the Pacific Northwest, but unfortunately, populations are far more variable than they should be under current fishery management strategies. Existing policies protect the spawning population while failing to recognize the effects of larval recruitment on the future population. We really need to understand the factors that influence larval abundance before we can accurately predict trends in future commercial catch. My research question was, how does the abundance of Dungeness megalope vary spatially and seasonally across Puget Sound? To answer this, I worked with Pacific Northwest Crab Research Group to monitor the abundance of Dungeness megalope at a sampling site in Seattle. I then obtained past data from 4 other sites across Puget Sound from the PCRG program to create a series of models to analyze patterns in abundance. I ultimately found that larval abundance does differ between sites, and peak catch occurs at different points throughout the season depending on location. Within a single season, peaks in abundance tend to co-vary with spring tides, which confirms prior research that was done in Oregon. Ultimately, sites closer to the Strait of Juan de Fuca, like Point Wilson, which is in dark blue in figure 3, have an earlier settlement period and higher overall abundance. And this suggests an influx of oceanic megalope into northern Puget Sound. And the significance of all of this is to characterize the abundance and transport patterns of Dungeness megalope in Puget Sound, which will eventually make it easier to understand variation in the adult population. Eventually, PCRG will use their larval abundance data to predict commercial catch 4 years in advance. But doing so is going to require data from their entire network of sites over a longer time series. And figure 5 shows some of the sites in the program. They currently have 18 stretching all the way up to British Columbia and out towards the Pacific coast. As they gather more data, they will be able to directly link larval abundance with commercial catch, which will allow fishery managers to create much more sustainable long-term management strategies.